Hello everybody, it's Minecraft Guy 105 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make blocks and items for Minecraft 1.7.10. This is a modding tutorial, so you want to go ahead and set up your environment or workspace and get the, you want to get Eclipse open and the pre-initialization, initialization, and post-initialization, and, mod ID and stuff like that. And your lang file, you just want to get all this set up, and then we can start. So get that set up, come back here, and you can see how to make a block. So under your mod, at mod and then the mod ID, where it says public class and then the name of your package, you just want to put public static block with the capital B, and then block dark steel. You don't have to put dark steel, but put block and then the name of whatever you want your block to be. And just note that the name that you put there is not the actual game or in-game name of the block. That's what the lang file is for. So put a semicolon after that, and there's an error under block. Highlight over it and import it. Make sure you get net.minecraft.block and not anything else. Otherwise, it won't work right, and the error goes away. So we're not done. We still need to do some more. So under your pre-initialization, I'm just gonna put some spaces. Put the name of your block. So block dark steel space equals space new block dark steel, or whatever the name of your block is, and put some parentheses after that. And you'll see there's an error. Just go ahead and click create new class, and in here we see you have an error, so highlight over that and add constructor, and where it says pi, like this random thing, delete that and put material. And same with down here, just put material. And you can leave this thing here if you want. It's just a note or a comment. I'm just gonna delete it because I don't need it there. Save the file, and that error should go away up there. And now you can go back here, and in the parentheses you want to put material dot, and then here's where you can set what the material is. So I'm not quite sure why this is here. Like, you pretty much set the hardness and the sound of the block and all that in the block class itself, so I don't know why this is here. I'm just gonna set it as let's just choose a block here. You can pick like any of these. Ground. Some of these are kind of weird. Like, I've never even seen there's like coral in here. Where is stone? It's rock. Alright, yep, rock. There we go. Material dot rock. There we go. So now I want to do dot set block name, and in here just put quotations and just put block dark steel or whatever you named it. Just pretty much just copy and paste this over here, and you want to do let's see, actually I'll say that for a little bit later. So now you need to go game registry. So in the next line, do game registry, and it needs to be a capital G and R. Put dot register and put block, and you'll see that this comes up, and you can just double click on that and it'll put it in for you. So we can just put block dark steel for the first one, and after the comma do the same thing, block dark steel or whatever you named it, and you want to put dot get unlocalized name dot substring, and in here you want to just put 5 and put a semicolon for that, and the error should go away. So now our block is actually in the game. So if we click play, Minecraft will run, and we'll be able to get the block, but it's not going to be in a creative tab. You actually have to do commands to get it, but we're going to set creative tabs later. And it doesn't have a texture. Well, it does, but it's not like a actual texture. So test, this will be our test world. Name this creative, or I mean set it to creative, and I'm going to turn that music down too when I get in here. Alright, there we go. So let's just turn the music off. Alright, so now we're here. You can see that we're in Minecraft. And if you do /give the player name, so just push tab, don't put your actual player name, because this is the testing player, so not your actual Minecraft one. And you want to put the mod ID, so mine is TM here. It stands for tutorial mod, so you want to put your mod ID, colon, and then push tab, and you should see the block pop up there. And now here's our block. It says tile.block.darksteel.name. So we're going to fix that. It doesn't have a texture, but it is there. So here is our block. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fix those errors now, or the problems. So go back in here and let's first add a name. So you want to put tile dot and then the name of your block, so block dark steel dot name equals, and now here's where you can put spaces in the name. So I'm going to make it dark space steel block and save it. And now it has a name. So now let's see, let's add a texture. So I'm gonna open this up. Yours should look something like this, and go inside source, main, resources, and you'll see you won't have assets. You'll just have MC mod info or .info. You want to add a folder called assets, and in there you want to put the mod ID, so mine is TM, and then you want to put textures. So you also want to put lang in here, the TM in lang, unless you already have it there. But then you want to go into textures and you want to put blocks, and I also have items there for later. And in the blocks, this is where your texture goes. I already made one, so mine's block dark steel block. I don't know why I put block after that. I'm gonna fix that. But you want to remember this name. You can even copy if you want. So block dark steel. So now we're going to go in here, and after the set block name up here, you're going to do .set text, set block texture name, and you want to put parentheses or quotations, I mean, and you want to put the mod ID again, so mine's TM, and then you want to put a colon, and then the name of the texture, so mine is block dark steel, and save it, and the block will have a texture. So now let's give it a creative tab so you don't have to do that command. So there's a way to add custom ones, but I'm not teaching that in this video. Don't know if I will or not. So we're just going to give it a regular one. So we're going to do .set creative tab, and then we're going to do tab dot tabs, maybe. Whoa, it just like type that in. So we're going to do tabs dot hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna. Okay, I figured out what was wrong. All you have to do is type in tab or creative tabs dot, and then you can put the name of it. So I'm gonna put it in tab block. They have all the tabs there, and I also messed up back here where it says set block name. That was supposed to be texture name. I said texture name, but I clicked on the wrong one. So set block texture name, and that should fix it. So now we can go ahead and click play and test it out, and it should have a texture, and it should have a creative tab, and it should have the right name too. So let's try it once it's done loading. There we go, we have a texture and the name is there, so dark steel block, and there's the texture for it. I just used the cauldron texture, and also it should be in our inventory all the way at the bottom. There it is, so dark steel block, it's at the bottom row. So there we go, there's the block. So now let's go ahead and do items. So the items are pretty similar, so you want to go up here, and before the event handler and the initializations, you want to go under the class or the public class tutorial mod, and you want to just type in public static item, and then you want to just type in item, and I'm just gonna do dark steel, and semicolon. So now you want to import item just like you did blocks, net.minecraft to item, and that's the only time that you have to import those. So if I do item again, then you don't have to do that. So now you have to go down here, and it's pretty similar. So you go item dark steel, or whatever you named it, space equals space, new item dark steel, and you want to just put parentheses, create a new class. You can close the class, and then you want to just put dot set unlocalized name, so instead of set block name. And in here, just same thing, so item dark steel, and then we'll leave the texture for just a second. So now you're going to do same thing, game registry dot, and then register item this time, and it's the same thing as up there. So we can just put item dark steel, and then item dark steel dot get unlocalized name. Sometimes I type too fast for it. Get unlocalized name. Hold on. Oops, I spelled it wrong. That's why. There you go. So dot get, I can't type anymore, unlocalized name. There we go. And substring, and you want to change the substring to 5. And now the item is added, but it doesn't have a texture or a name or anything, so we're going to do that now. It would be the same as the block, but you just can't place it. So now we're going to do item dot, and then dark, or item dark steel, or whatever you named it, dot name equals dark steel ingot. So that's what I'm going to name mine. You can name yours whatever you want. And now let's add a texture. So I already have one. So it's the same as up here. You just get the name. So if I go back here, I go back one, I have items, and the item is item dark steel. So I'm going to go ahead and just do dot set texture name, parentheses, and then your mod ID, so TM colon, and then I'm just going to put dark, or item dark steel. So the same name as the PNG file. And also I'm going to just set creative tabs, so dot set creative tabs, and I'm just going to type in creative tabs dot, and let's just set it in materials, I guess, for now. And there you go. So now if you click play, your item should be wherever you put it. If it's not, you can just do give and then just push tab, and then your mod ID colon, and then push tab until you see your item name, and it should be there too, but it should be in the inventory if you set a creative tab and did it correctly. So materials, there it is. So it looks like we messed up on the texture and the name. So let's see what we did wrong there. Okay, I figured out what was wrong. I just misspelled again. I was like typing way too fast. So you can see now that we have the dark steel ingot, and it has the texture and everything, and it's in the materials tab. So that's how you make a block and item, and I guess that's it for this video.